4 games today with the kiddos, so I feel
Oh,
like
wow.
I played. Uh, All right, let me start sharing. Hold on. You guys can see it.
Yep.
Anyone see it?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, sorry about that, guys. All right, so let's start on this. If you guys are looking at weekly time, box here becomes very, very important for us just because of the value area high that they had created before. I would say this right here becomes super, super important for us to kind of hold right on the bullish side. And that happens to be that a prior week prior week low, which was sitting at 58.50 here perfectly. So if they can kind of break this zone to the upside, and you see that we almost have like a double distribution here. Let me switch to electronic. And kind of similar picture, just shifted, I guess that makes sense. So if we can go above this zone, for us, what we were targeting would be somewhere around here. This would be the level that we were after, right? There's potentially the bears are going to be coming somewhere in between, and that's what we're going to look for on a daily. But these two zones, if we're above this, right, we're looking for the bulls to go and defend and all the way to 58. What is this? 80 to about 90 or so, 87-ish to push through. And then we're looking if they crack below this, right? So they have 58.34, kind of the POC here, plus this zone. Once they lose this, it would mark, that they're not happy in this range right now. And most likely we're gonna kind of auction all the way down, all the way to here. This would be the next level I'm watching, 83 to about 74. So these would be the key zones from the weekly perspective for us to watch. For immediate upside, we want to be above this 50, I would say, level, and then below that, below 44, we most likely continue, hit the 32 where the fight comes in. As you guys know, we had the 58.27 prior. This was somewhere around here for the all-time high. It was 27 and a quarter. This was our previous all-time high. So I would keep an eye on that and see how they behave around that. That would be the weekly analysis. So we did close inside the week, and it seems like they're right at our pivotal level here for short, actually, coming up on ETH. So this is setting up for an overnight short. I don't know why they pumped so
Value area high.
much.
I'm short.
I don't blame you. Seems like not a bad spot. So this is our prior week value area high. I'm gonna mark this right here. Value area low. Okay. And the POCs. Yeah. So we'll watch these levels, and then if you guys just look, right, if you can kind of visualize this right here, and you see how we have distribution on the top, and then we're kind of making lower highs, and now we're back inside this distribution here in that zone, right? Losing that zone, you're opening up basically we call it the bottom, the basement, right? Most likely that we are going to visit this, and then you have a lot of, I would say, crowded lows on the bottom here that they can definitely visit. If we decide to go lower, this would be the level to target if they lose this area. So far, good on the weekly time frame.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Look at TPO a little bit, just to make sure we're not missing anything. Okay, so, and I think they're right here right now at this level, somewhere around here. Very close. Yeah, they're very close to the TPO.
You're right at 87.
Here. Well, no, at 79, the TPO weekly POC, they're kind of right there right now. So interesting. I just want to see if there's
Oh,
any
yeah.
poor highs or lows. So not a lot of poor lows or poor highs, but there is a nice little, double distribution here, guys. And the value area high is a little bit lower here, I would say, on the TPO, sitting at 81. Kind of what we marked this zone. That's why I kind of marked that zone as well. Important zone, I would say, nonetheless. If they want to crack above this, then I would say all-time highs are imminent, or potentially they'll be targeting to go all the way to 913. So this becomes a key area, honestly, for upside breakout. The split somewhere around 61. You guys see that where the skinniest belly is between the two distributions. So that area will be worth watching, see how they behave. Kind of like right there. Excess low on the weekly. I would definitely mark this one here. Other than that, I don't see much. This one is not that great, but
Around
I'll mark
5,800
what?
on the
Yeah,
weekly.
the low.
Yeah.
So nothing interesting there. Let's see what the daily looks like. Oh yeah. Daily has a nice setup. Do you guys see it? Or it had a nice setup, but let's see what they do in cash session. Does everybody see it? Right here, anyway.
Double distribution, single
Yeah,
prints.
well, I mean, that's clear as day, right? So I'm probably gonna shift this level that I marked here. What would this mean? Why do I mark that?
Or if they want to play above, they have to be above 70, right, in the higher distribution. Otherwise, all the way back down.
Yep. So tomorrow's open is gonna be important, right? Seems like that right now, I would say, let's see. We'll mark this so you guys can see it tomorrow. So the idea here is tomorrow, let's say we open above it, right? Where we are somewhere around here right now. And then tomorrow we crack this area. right here. That becomes crucial because once they confirm below 60, I would say high chances you're gonna go all the way down to the bottom. Does that make sense? So the double distribution is basically treated as this single prints are treated as a separation between the two distributions. So if we are rejecting below this level, most likely we're going to trade here. That's where the price is going to be looking to go. If we, let's say, open and we are able to hold that level here, most likely we're going to be trying to build value in the upper distribution, which would be this guy right here. Does that make sense? So you're kind of separating this based on how we open tomorrow, right? And what they want to do. So this is going to be quick here in between, not much interest. If you guys decide to play the open, at least let them give you a nice bounce reclaim and then go long. Tomorrow might be trappy, as you guys know. We have lots of big boys earnings this week. I would say it's very loaded with the Mag 7, right? So I would not play much close to the close if I was you guys. Between like 3:30 and 4, I would call it quits. Just because you guys can be on the wrong side of the insider information being driven and pushing. At least don't play NQ if you're gonna play any of it. So for me, I would say being above 50 in this double stack of values here, if you guys look at this. Value area high, value area high, value area low. We did close at the low session, but I guess somehow we got the pump going during the open here for the past 2 hours. So they're trying, you see right now, if they lose this 70 overnight, guys, what do you expect to see? Well, look at the single prints here. What would happen if they lose the 70 here? It would be really, really quick, guys.
Down to 50.
It would be really quick to at least 60, 25 for sure.
Okay.
So I would definitely watch this, right? And then from the value area perspective,
Oh,
right?
yes.
So you have some here that are double stacked. If they do come tomorrow during open, right, and they lose the 60, watch for a bounce here, right? Because it seems like for some reason during the ETH open now they rejected here because right we opened here, we closed here, we closed inside the value of that day prior day, right, which is here. And now that we opened, right, we opened somewhere, you know, we are somewhere here now above, like in this area. So they're rejecting this value completely and this distribution. If that's the case, then we're watching for a push above this to go higher. If they peak above and they fail, let's say, in this area, that becomes a really good short. If they open above this and they don't peak here, and then they slice it, watch for a bounce here, because then they could pull some stuff like this. Right? This is not a bad setup for a long in this area, like right here. Double value area high, value area low, you rejected this area, you closed inside of it and you rejected it. It's telling you they're not interested here. And now they might push higher, but I would watch for these two setups and see how they play out tomorrow. Does that make sense to all?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Any questions on ES? Actually, I think, well, I don't know who all has earnings from the big boys. I know, let me check the earnings schedule here real quick. So we have Google, Facebook, Amazon, Microsoft. I think Apple is also this week.
Big boys.
Let me see. I think Apple's Wednesday. Oh my God, yeah, there's a lot of earnings. Tuesday we got PayPal, Pfizer, SoFi, McDonald's.
Oh, Pfizer.
Yeah. Google, AMD. Wednesday, we got Lilly, Cat, Microsoft, Meta, Starbucks, Coin. Oh my God, yeah. The Thursday is packed too. Amazon, Intel, Apple, Piton, MasterCard. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty packed, guys. I would say, we're gonna take what we can get this week. And don't be married to a bias, I would say, this week. You know, this is probably not the week to be fighting and telling the market that you're right. Especially with the, you know, if they decide to push something, right, it would be unexpected stock that they're gonna drive. It wouldn't be the obvious ones like, I would say, like Apple and Microsoft. LLY might be one of them that might run hot. Wouldn't be surprised to see Intel honestly pop or Exxon. Well, Exxon's being beat down. And Chipotle reports Tuesday. Based on the food I had today, I would short it. Okay. All right, guys. Well, I'll be live tomorrow. These are the levels I'll watch. If we can stay above this level and then come back, I would look for them to defend this area, right? It's pretty stacked here between 60 to about 50. There's so many levels. You have value area low of Friday, value area high of Thursday, and Wednesday, value area high. So there's a lot between 60 and 50 where they can expect a bounce. So we'll see how they play, and we'll have to rely heavily on footprints tomorrow to make sure that we are not faked out. Okay. All right, guys. Well, have a good night, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Shorty.
Thank
Shorty.
you.
Have a good night, buddy.
All right, you too. Bye-bye.
Good night, Rockets. Thank you.